Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, and today I'm gonna review QMobile Z14. This is a brand new phone and I've been using it for a whole week. So in this week I got to know a lot of stuff about it and I got to test it in the normal daily usage conditions, and today I'm gonna tell you about the stuff that I liked about it and also about the stuff that I didn't. So let's get into this. First of all, let's talk about design aspect of this one. Personally, I quite like this one. Actually, I love this one. The design is beautiful for this price range and it's a full metal body phone. So we got these antenna bands and we have got this QMobile logo at the back. It got 30 megapixel camera at the back with a flashlight and stuff. And in the front, on the front facing side, you have 5.5-inch IPS screen. It's a HD screen. Then you got sensor on a camera, 8 megapixel camera, earpiece, fingerprint sensor, multitasking button and back button. At the bottom you have Type-C connector and also the speakers. However, I'm going to talk about that later, but there's an interesting fact about that, so don't go anywhere. On the side we have got SIM slot. It's a hybrid SIM slot. It has in this SIM slot you can add either 2 SIMs or 1 SIM and a 1 memory card. So those of you who were asking me if we can use both SIMs at the same time and also a memory card, no, you can't. You can use only 1 SIM and 1 memory card at the same time, or 2 SIMs at the same time. And there's one more interesting fact about that, so don't go anywhere. I will talk about that as well. On this side we have power button and the volume key rockers. On the top we have 3.5mm jack. So it's pretty basic but really beautiful design. Really I love this design. For this price range it's a beautiful phone. So now get into the performance aspect of this one. Okay, first of all the fingerprint sensor, it's pretty fast. Really interesting to see such a fingerprint scanner on such a price range phone, and it works really well. On here we have Carefree launcher, and it's interesting launcher from QMobile, and we have got a notification panel from the top. We have other settings from the bottom, and where we have torch and Wi-Fi, data and everything, right? Sound, vibration, more settings. Then you can have a lot of more settings, airplane mode and fake call and stuff like that. So if we get into the performance aspect of this phone, I'm gonna open a ATUTU benchmark for you guys. So we have here this thingy. So as you know, this is a QMobile and brand model is Z14. We've got 6.0 Marshmallow Android on it. We've got resolution of 1080p, 30 megapixel back camera, 8 megapixel front camera. RAM, we got 4 GB RAM, which is like 3811 MB available at the moment. And we have got 32 gigs of storage on this, 8 core processor, rendering and stuff. So very interesting thing about the density, pixel density, which is 480 dpi, which is really high for this one. This is crazy, like for this price range and 480 dpi, this is crazy. So I'm gonna talk more about different stuff now. Let's get into multitasking and stuff. I'm gonna open different apps here, which I hope don't affect my privacy. So we've got camera open, we've got like YouTube open, we've got fit on some other stuff like compass. It's a pretty fast one. Now check this out. Game loading time. So these games are from the Game Loft. There's one aspect I don't like about this phone or QMobile, which is that they have pre-installed some games and apps on this phone, such as these Game Loft. These games, these are pre-installed on this phone, and the annoying thing about this is you can't uninstall these apps. There are certain apps like Opera Mini as well, you can't just uninstall it, and that pisses me off. Like, for this price range, like, we are expecting more from QMobile. At least for QMobile, we are expecting more freedom to choose from, but they are not doing that. That's just annoying for me, for personally. So now if we look at this, there are so many apps open, right? So we got 4 gigs of RAM, and we have these much apps open, yet it is performing quite smoothly. Look at this. This is amazing. So as far as the performance goes, this performs really well. I have used it for a week. I've not seen any lags in the performance. So as far as the performance of this phone goes, I really recommend this phone because this is performing really well. So it handles games really well. So I have not seen a phone from this price range handling games this well. As you can see, I'm launching a game here, and while I'll tell you, look at this, like, it's playing this, yeah, and at the same time we have got this much apps open. Now check out the transition between the games. Check this. So check this out. Just look at all these apps that are open in the background, and it is handling the game pretty well. So if let me tell you how it transitioned between the apps. See, that was quick. Back to the game, back to, where's another game? Yeah, this game. So it transitioned pretty smoothly. It handles the game pretty well and everything. Okay, now the another important aspect of this phone is the battery. The first thing about it is that it has a non-removable battery. So those of you who are wondering if we will be able to swap batteries, no, you can't. It's a non-removable lithium battery, 30 milliamp battery. It's a pretty good battery, and where it is, okay, if you can see here, it's giving us 10 hours 7 minutes on 87% charge, and to be honest, it gives you more than that. In my personal experience, I have used it normal usage like Wi-Fi along with data package activated in the background while playing some games, light games, took some photos, sent some emails, actually WhatsApped all the time, and it gave me 24 hours before it needed a charge, before it falling to a 15% notification of low battery. So battery wise, it's pretty good. There's no fast charging available, there's no wireless charging available, and there's Type-C connector. It is a F-type connector. So those of you who are asking me that if we can charge it with some other Type-C connector, you can charge it with other Type-C connector. But okay, now coming to camera is a very important feature in any phone, and it can help you decide whether to buy this phone or not. As far as the camera of this phone is concerned, the front camera, 8 megapixel camera, is beautiful. It's really beautiful. It's sharp. It takes photos pretty quickly, just like this. However, in my experience, I have found that the back camera is not good. It's not that good. I might post some pictures taken from the back camera, but I don't find it like good enough in my opinion, because I take loads of pictures, and I've taken pictures. I have QMobile Noir Z14 before. I had that, and I used it to take loads of pictures. So in comparison to that phone, I don't think its camera is any good, but it's good enough for its price range, but not that good in my personal experience. And people, the experiences might differ from person to person, and opinion might differ. You get to play with so many features on this phone. We have HDR, we have night mode, panorama, professional. I found professional imaging quite good and helpful, while macro is the most good one. If you want to take like close-up pictures of anything, then macro is your thingy. And as far as the there was one, yeah, the ultra pixels. The ultra pixels, in ultra pixels, what it does, it basically doesn't perform really well as it should do. However, what it does is it takes loads of pictures together and then combine the picture into a single picture, like just like this. If I take a single shot, it's gonna keep taking pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures, and then it's gonna combine that picture into a very picture. So as you can see, it cannot handle good enough. It's not good enough, and low light image, low light results are even bad. So yeah, that's that about the back camera. But the front camera is really good for selfies and everything, for video calling and stuff. So front camera is really good. So most of the things are covered. However, I will like to talk about some small features and adjustments and everything that might be useful. First of all, I'm in love with the fingerprint sensor, but the things I want to talk about is that it has no NFC. So that means you can't use Google Pay or Android Pay, basically Android Pay with it. So you can't use NFC features. There's no wireless charging, no fast charging and stuff like that. So if you want things like that, but then go buy a high-end phone, not this one. But for this price range, this is awesome. This phone is awesome. This phone, it performs well. It has so much RAM, so much memory and everything. It has a beautiful screen. And the most important thing of all, which I found really useful, is this extreme mode. Basically, what does extreme mode do? It basically turns your phone into a thingy which is like 3310 Nokia. Okay, let me give you a glimpse of it, what it can do. Basically, during the normal usage, when you are using the phone, you are using all the features, all the apps running in the background. But during the extreme mode, it deactivates everything, and this is the screen only. You can't go anywhere. There's no menu, nothing at all. So there's only phone, contacts, messaging and clock, which is primitive but really useful, really useful. So if you want to, like, if you are going on somewhere and you want to save the battery, then all you can do is no gestures as well during this mode. So all you can do is you can convert it to put on the extreme mode. It will save you hell lot of battery. So I'm gonna put it back to normal mode. So exit. It's exiting the mode. So sorry about that. And the other thing is, there was this small feature in this setting where you can enable that, and it will show you the network speed on the top, which is basically, which shows you your bandwidth and etc. Let me check if I can show you here. I had that activated before. So if we are going to the settings and advanced settings, we have got smart gestures. Okay, in smart gestures, you can smart dial by putting the phone to your ear. Black screen gestures, like if it is off and you do this, what it does is basically switches on the backlight. And there are so many other gestures. All you need to do is to learn a bit to do it properly, not like me. Don't make a fool of yourself. And we've got LED notifications, storages and everything, so low battery reminders and everything. So we've got here, if we go here, and tetherings, data usage, cellular networks and everything. Okay, I need to talk about the speakers, which I wanted to talk about. I'm so lost here. Okay, let me put this on, and while I'm doing this, let me give you a demo of 4G on it as well. So now we've got 4G activated on it. So at the moment I'm getting 3G signals only, so that's okay. Damn you zone, but it's fine. I'm gonna play. So it's using my 3G. Okay, the interesting fact about this one, as I promised, is that this one is only for design. This is the real speaker. So there's only one speaker, which I said in my first video about it. I thought there were two speakers. No, actually there are not two speakers. There's only one speaker, and that is this one. This one is only for design purpose. So yeah, that's a bummer there. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Okay guys, so that was my full review of QMobile Z14, and if somebody wants to buy, I would totally recommend it. And if you are a person that goes for brands or very high premium devices, then you shouldn't buy this, because then you will always be comparing it to phones that are like Samsung Note and stuff like that. So it's not that sort, but for its price range, it's really beautiful phone. I've been using it myself, and I will definitely recommend it to people who want to buy a phone from this price range. Definitely go for this phone rather than going for some other phone. This phone will give you the best run for your money, and it's worth it. It's definitely worth it, and you can always modify stuff and everything. Hope I covered everything, and I hope I answered a lot of questions that you might be asking yourself or anybody regarding this phone. So if you have any questions still, you can always post in comments, and I will always reply you back, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. If you like the video, please thumbs up, like this video. If you have any queries, or if you want to tell me about how I did and any advice on making this video even better, you can always comment below, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. Zishan Javed signing off.